When I first heard news of a sequel to Sisu, I was curious, yet cautious. After all, the first movie concluded well enough that I didn't see much need for a follow-up. But I'm certainly not complaining about the end result. The movie is set in 1946, around the border of Finland and the Soviet Union. Having secured his gold in the previous film, Atami Korpi is now on a personal mission to locate his old house in the now Soviet-controlled territory, dismantle it, and rebuild it back in Finland. Unfortunately, fate throws Korpi a roadblock in the form of Yegor Dragunov, a Soviet war criminal serving time for his heinous actions. One can relate, but at least I'm penitent. And seeing as his victims include Korpi's wife and sons, he's tasked with hunting down the legend he inadvertently created in exchange for a release from his sentence. And so the world's angriest and toughest senior citizen is pushed once more onto a bloody battlefield, not just to rebuild his home, but also to settle an old score. If you liked the first movie, you're going to enjoy the sequel. It certainly plays to the same strengths, after all. Straightforward storytelling, violent, over-the-top action, and brisk pacing with a very manageable 90-minute runtime, give or take. And rather than merely recycle the previous plot with a different antagonist, the creators provided a more personal conflict to heighten the sense of investment, and leave it to the foreign film industry to do all that on a tight budget comparable to Godzilla -1. Let's see Hollywood try to put out a solid action movie for $12 million. Spoiler alert, they won't. And if you haven't seen the first movie, not to worry. Road to Revenge is one of those rare examples of a standalone sequel. The kind for which prior experience is a bonus and not a requirement. You really should see the first one though. It's a darn good movie. The sequel is also well served by its excellent lead actors. Jorma Tommila perfectly reprises his role as Atami Korpi, proving once again that he doesn't need dialogue to give a compelling performance. He has the look of a man who's already seen his share of hardship, and his weathered, gritty features help to sell the character's fury, grief, and rare moments of warmth. And Stephen Lang plays the perfect counterpart as Yegor Dragunov. The man's a seasoned actor with a history of playing villains, and he takes to this role with gusto. I would argue that Dragunov is a more compelling villain than the tank commander of the first film, both because of his personal ties to Korpi and the greater wealth of resources at his disposal, including planes, trains, and automobiles. The only real obstacle to enjoyment I can see is how well you can accept some of the more ridiculous action sequences. But compared to the solid premise, quick pacing, and strong acting, that's not much problem at all. This was just a satisfying, if bloody, piece of entertainment all around, and I'm looking forward to finding a copy for the vault. And yes, the dog does survive the movie again.